Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Tifosi Time. This is episode 56 of your favorite comedy podcast masquerading as a Serie A podcast. We are live on Twitch. Where else? YouTube. We are also available on podcasts. My name is Frank. I'm here with the incomparable Dan, Chris, and Pietro, the best panel on the East Coast when it comes to talking Italian soccer. Say
Very
hello,
good.
fellas.
Don't forget the Twitter and the Instagram
Hi.
too.
That's right. Apparently, we have a Twitter.
Man, you're so good at this.
Hey, it's my shtick. Once we hit episode 100, I'll check out the Twitter. How about that?
All right.
So yeah, before we get started, remind you to subscribe, like, because we usually say that like at the end of an hour where there's like 3 people listening after an hour plus. So hit the notification bell so you can join us live. Make sure you subscribe on every platform. It'll make Chris feel great about himself, and Dan, who spends all the time on the cool graphics.
Comment in the chat, and we will talk to you, respond to your answers as well.
All right, so obviously, for those of you guys that follow Serie A, which I'm assuming is everyone, that's why you're listening to this podcast. There was no games this week. There was an international break for I don't even know the name of the fake tournament. Nations League. I can never get it straight. I still don't really think it means anything. But why don't we start off there, fellas? Why don't we start talking about the 2 Italy games? Italy versus Spain, and then Italy, Belgium. For those guys that did not see the games, Italy's streak was broken, losing to Spain 2-1, which I was kind of bummed about. And they then beat Belgium in the 3rd place game of the meaningless tournament 2-1. So, and Dan predicted the loss to Spain, so maybe you jinxed it.
Yeah, anyway, let's relax with that. I mean, I didn't predict Bonucci would get a red card, but
I say something about the whole. What is it? 4 games, right? I think at the end, French they was the best, and when you know, okay, but when we play Spain, right, first away, we play 10 men. That's where it is, and that's because losing it to Spain, although Spain played good. The second game, the the 2 game French play, it just came from behind, both of them,
Yeah.
right?
mm-hmm.
So I was going for them because you go for the and they good, but the goal they score didn't convince me. Mappe at the end and the final, he didn't
Mbappe
convince me to
goal,
play.
at the end.
It was offside to me. Although some expert to say that the Spanish guy touched the ball, touched the ball, put him in play.
Yeah.
I think he was offside.
Yeah, so I think we saw a similar goal that we debated. I think last season, guys, somewhere in Serie A, where it was like because the defender touched part of the defender, they said, "Oh, it was like played off the defender," but the guy was already offside. So
Well, they should have called there
when the ball's passed. So that's where I think that rule gets a
because
little.
he touched doesn't mean nothing.
Because to me, it's like that analogy is like, okay, I'm a fullback I'm about to cross the ball, and my forward goes offside, right? I cross the ball into the middle, and then the defender goes back to try to like anticipate the guy that was offside, and then he touches it off the top of his head, and then he goes, "Oh, the defender played it." Well, he was off when he crossed it, so shouldn't he have been off?
Yeah, he was off.
So I feel like that rule has gotten mutated over the years compared to what it was 25 years ago.
And with the VAR, it has to be just fixed somewhere because it's not convinced all the time.
At least
I think the VAR I would have put a goal, the goal that you can see and they can show you it's a goal or not.
Yeah, they have that.
They have that.
They have that. That's good.
At least they have VAR. Did you watch the USA game?
And then
They don't even have VAR.
Then they have to make up their mind, the league with the ref. Either you go look at the VAR all the time, or you don't go and never go. You cannot go when you want to.
Yeah, it's just funny that there's so much technology and it's been talked about for so many years, and it's still just as unclear as it was 30 years
I think
ago.
it's made it worse because
Yeah,
like there was mistakes before VAR, right? Obviously. But it
Right.
was the human element of the referee, right? That was part of sport. And you'd be like, the ref ruined the game or horrible call. Now what happens is the ref lets them play because they say, "Oh, I got VAR to back me up." So the play goes on. I think there was a goal that went on in what the Milan game or Inter game, where it was like 2 minutes later and the ball went out and they took it away. I
Yeah.
mean, they just let it play. It like interrupts the game, and in the end,
yeah.
there's still debatable calls. So I'm just kind of like, is this really
Yeah.
making it better?
It slows it down for sure. Again, we said this many times. It was supposed to be for like the egregious calls, right? That's what it was meant for.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, if the VAR, you use the VAR, you use all the time, and not use it once in a while when you need to.
Yeah, the inconsistent.
Or according to the ref.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead, Frank.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, just when we can go all the way back to the Juventus Udinese goal that they took away from Ronaldo right before he left.
Yeah.
And to me, that was VAR, but it was like I was watching it in slow motion over and over again and could not see where he was offside. So I'm like,
nothing.
Yeah, it takes the spirit out of it. It's not.
It takes the spirit out of it,
Yeah.
That's all.
Anyway, going back to the game, yes, they did lose the game against Spain. Playing 10 men for a lot of the game, that'll definitely hamper you and your chances to win. Even with 10 men, they were able to score a goal at the end.
Even there, the ref, the first yellow card, they should not give it to Bonucci.
Why?
He wasn't the captain. Maybe he said some words.
Yeah, but he could have said something stupid.
No, but stupid. Come on. I don't think he did stupid or something. He just want to say, shut up and don't talk and don't break my shut.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
but then the other cards, he put him out.
Well, it was an elbow to the face, wasn't it?
In this game, in some game, beautiful, you don't have the ref decide for one team.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Putin's comment VAR, CONCACAF can't afford VAR, which
they can.
made me laugh.
Yeah. If you watch USA versus Panama, first of all, USA got dominated by Panama yesterday. Like dominated.
They did? No, I didn't see that. Really?
It was awful. They got dominated. But also, when the announcers explaining that VAR isn't used in CONCACAF because they couldn't afford it, like what the hell? Like what is going on here? Like how do they not have?
Wait,
VAR?
Really? They said that? I thought she was kidding.
No, they literally don't have VAR, so they go just off of.
If they can't afford VAR, what does that say about the global sport? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. So.
But wait, if I'm not correct, isn't Panama the one who knocked the U.S. out of the last World Cup too in that tie in the final game, or no?
Who is that? They can afford the VAR?
CONCACAF does not use VAR.
Well, they not belong to the soccer, the FIFA or UEFA. They not belong to play.
Okay. Well, they don't have it. So
how do you not? I mean, that's crazy.
I mean, USA got called on an offsides call that was not offsides.
It wasn't even close.
Clearly not offsides. Yeah. And the ref, the tie line guy was like offsides, and they couldn't go back. And it was not that the guy did anything with it because USA sucks. But
I was gonna say, to be fair, he missed it badly.
Anyway, let's start to the qualification for the World Cup.
Germany qualified.
Let's talk about USA a little bit.
Okay.
USA, what position there?
They're in second right now, behind Mexico. They're tied with Panama for a second.
They lost. They lost to Panama.
They lost to Panama yesterday, 1-0.
And then I want to play about USA. I want to talk about a little bit of one of our player, McCann.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I see him overweight.
He didn't start yesterday.
No, not yesterday. But the game they won against I don't know the first before the.
Yeah, I know. I watched that. They did win the other game.
He played okay. He didn't move too much like plays like he used to.
Mm-hmm.
He played like to me. He played like the sufficiency. The campione for the class does. Like he don't want to move. He move when he wants. I didn't like him at all.
So I've been kind of saying,
he didn't play bad.
For the U.S., I've been saying for a while though, like, and I'm undecided because in fairness, I haven't been following them that much. But the games I have watched of the U.S., I think when does the clock start going on Berhalter? Like they don't play well. They don't improve like from week to week, and there's no scheme. So like
Yeah,
when
you know what else I saw? I saw Dusty. He looked like he was a play for himself, by himself.
that's what I'm saying. They have a lot of individually supposed talented
You
players,
know,
but there's no team play.
Listen, Berhalter is definitely not secure at this point. Losing to Panama, being behind Mexico right now, knowing that they did not make the last World Cup, like they're itching just as bad as Italy to get back.
Yeah, but the question is, like, they have to, the U.S. would be, who Conte should go coach for a year and a half? The U.S. He should go coach the U.S. for a year and a half to the next World Cup. Get them to the World Cup. Get them to run.
I don't understand why Busio wasn't there.
Busio was on the bench yesterday.
So they don't know what they're talking about.
But I'm telling you, they have players that are decent, and I don't see them a lot of times even playing the best ones. But I think that would be I mean, I know Conte would never go there, right? But like my point is, if you need a guy who's gonna, they're all 19, 20 years old, and sometimes I think they think they're like Spain or Italy.
Oh, but
like go prove yourself.
For what I see from Bruce, you're right. I like him too much. That's how they want in Juventus.
This guy's all in on Busio, man.
He's all in on
because
Busio.
It's good.
I know to get.
I saw play with Venezia. He looked like more better than Pirlo sometimes.
I'll tell you a guy who's better than Busio, but I hear he's a head case. This guy Mihalovic.
No, Busio, he played fast towards.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he's a head case.
He is. There's a young American guy that I found out. I was like, I seen him play. He's good, and he disappeared. But I heard he got kicked off his team because he's like. Mihailovic is like 23. He's like a midfielder.
This guy has seen one guy play 20 minutes, and for 10
dude,
years,
he's good. I'm telling you.
For Venezia.
Yeah. So Busio can, like I said, he's got potential. I'm not as high as obviously he is, but
All right. So I'm the expert. I know he can play.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, shaky ground for US.
The problem, you know what's the Busio is? When everybody starts moving want him, so the price get to 50, 60, they don't have enough money to spend by. That's the problem, the big problem we have. It's like, somebody today on the paper, they mentioned, they have already the playmaker, and they mentioned Rovella. This guy mentioned Rovella.
Rovella's good.
He says this every week. We understand.
No, you don't understand, but they don't understand. They don't understand.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that. We
don't have money. If you don't go with these people, you can buy for nothing.
Buy? We already own them.
No,
he's ours.
Like, Busio, how much did they spend for Busio?
Oh, like $3 million.
So for million we get it. Right?
You're not getting
not anymore, no.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, no.
All right. Well, if he's going to be talking about players and rumors and all this stuff, let's mention that first of all, what was it? It's Newcastle got bought by a new owner, Saudi Arabian guy, I believe. Richest team in the world now. Apparently, he's ready to spend like crazy, and he's rumored to want Conte as his coach. Spend big bucks. Give him a huge contract and then give him the world with buying as many players as he wants, basically.
Which is what Conte wants, right? Yeah. So,
how do you think he would take a job in England again?
Yeah, if he's promised infinite money essentially and get anyone you want, sure.
Hey, let me say something about if they take a Conte, this guy just money. For the people I see, they offer to. This Newcastle, like Morata, Kulevesk. I don't think Conte accepts this.
No, listen. If he's got that money, he's gonna want good players. He's not gonna want those guys,
right?
That's the perfect situation for him because if you remember all the jobs that he takes, he doesn't take the team at the top. He takes the team lower and then tries to bring them up.
Yeah, but still he wants a good player.
Of course,
well, if the guy says that you have an open checkbook to get who you want, that's what he wants.
And anyway, this is just a rumor. It's not saying that.
But the problem with Newcastle is they're not in the Champions League, and like players want to play there. So that's
why the guy wants to go.
I know, but I'm saying to get that first guy there might be difficult. Unless I can see Ramsey going because he's a putz, but like.
Chris, let me tell you, if you have money like 450 million, you meant to put the team right away.
Yeah. There's people that'll come.
What do you
Don't worry.
think PCG does?
Mhm.
The people they like to go there already. What's his name? The Hollandaise Winma. He's complaining because he don't play like Donnarumma. He's not happy.
I could have told you
Yeah,
that was
you
going
can
to
play
happen.
whatever you want, but people want to play. They're not gonna want to stay sit.
Yeah,
on the
but they
bench.
also can't complain. Like I said that when we were rumored that there was a rumor that he would play half the time, and you guys laughed at me, Donnarumma. It's your job and your agent's job to know where are you signing your name. Like now you signed your name, and you're 2 months later and go, "Oh, I'm not happy." Like didn't they? Did you not
No,
ask? Like, am I
It's
starting?
fair.
Like
no, the player is not happy.
that's what I'm saying. The player is the one who goes, "Yes, let me go sign here." So like they understood the situation. How are you unhappy 2 months later? You knew where you were going to
No,
sign
no,
for.
I was going to say you can buy whatever you want, whoever you want.
Yeah.
At the same time, they cannot stay on the bench.
Well, my point is like Donnarumma with the PSG example. He signed there this summer. He knew that they had another. We talked about the rumor that he would split time with the other goalie, and then he signed. He chose to go there, and now you're going to complain 2 months
Actually,
in.
PSG has a 9 goalie.
Yeah,
Nine.
well, no, yeah.
Good.
I'm assuming he's ahead of some of them.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
speaking of Donnarumma, how do you guys feel about him getting booed back at Milan, his first game back for Italy,
Yeah,
and
but
the
you
fans
see,
were going pretty
see,
ruthless on
Donnarumma, he
him?
worried me because the two game,
Yeah, he didn't.
game
The
with
two
the
goals
national,
weren't that great.
he did the two property.
Well, that's what I was going to say about Donnarumma. Like he finally psychologically, I think, started to feel the weight of the position, right? Being Italy's goalie, winning the Euros, and now it seems like after 2 months of not having a spot, it seems like he's like mentally like a little fragile. Because like,
I think he's still pretty confident. He was player of the tournament in the
No, with
Euros.
the
Like he's a good guy. He's
yeah,
not.
but you know what? Form goes down quick. Form goes down
with
fast.
the two property, I saw he looked like he needed some glasses.
Yeah, he was shaky on a cross. Another cross he dropped. So
You know
yeah, I mean, he was.
what they call what the two property like that. He has in the end saponetta soap.
They call that the Chesney.
Yes, I love that. That's patented right there.
That's the Chesney.
I mean, it's a good goal to me. My still, you have to see how
I'm
much
not
you
worried
spend
about
for
it.
him.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll take him.
I'm just
Other
surprised he's upset,
rumors.
right? Because he knew what he was getting into.
No, he didn't know.
Yes,
I
he
mean,
did
I don't
know
know,
because
maybe
we
he was
talked
lied
about
to.
it. We knew about it. So did he not know about it?
Maybe he was lied to. Who knows? I mean,
Maybe.
we were not in these meetings, so who knows what they said. Navas is a quality goalkeeper, so I can see why they want to play Navas. It's not he's sitting behind a scrub. He's a very good goalkeeper. Other rumors, Chris, you sent this the other day that possibly Ramsey's thinking about waiving his, open to being moved from Juventus, right?
Please,
Did you
Lord.
say?
I don't know. There was
Who?
those
Ramos.
yeah,
Right?
there was
He don't want to go nowhere.
well, so he was thinking about waiving that and like moving on because he
Giving
wants to
into
play.
it. Yeah.
And he doesn't like the Juventus medical staff, and I don't know, man. He's a mess.
I mean, anyway, again, these are all rumors. Don't take them for what they're worth. But in our eyes, if Ramsey can go, we would love it.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen personally, but who knows?
See, Juventus want to make some money before, but now they're ready to rescind the contract, like to zero.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as they say, he don't want to go
Yeah.
because he's some people, some team they give the money.
Exactly.
He may,
That's why you got to hope a team like Newcastle with the new owner takes him.
Players have a lot of power these days.
Hey,
But
you think Conte would to get him?
No, but he's
okay.
not there right now.
He wouldn't touch the field. The biggest rumor, the one that I want to go over, is Vlahovic, who Comiso came out last week and said that they've offered contract after contract. He's rejected everything. Fiorentina will not be re-signing him. He doesn't expire this summer. He expires the next summer. So everyone's saying, where's Vlahovic going?
Yeah.
Thoughts? What do you guys? Where's your heads at?
Well, we know Juventus is interested. We know that, but my hunch says when the money comes to talk, unless they have some secret stash of money that they're going to be investing to the club that we don't know about, I don't think Juventus is going to get him.
So here's the deal: if he stays in Italy, I think it will be Juventus. They'll figure it out. I don't think he's going to stay in Italy.
No,
And that,
I don't think. Yeah, I think everything's
it,
international nowadays. I feel like it's always
it, the
against
same
everything.
reason, the same reason took a man, the French, the midfield.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the same. No money, no honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would love to see him. I mean, he's one of the bright stars in the world. I would love to see him in Italy. Like you said, Juventus is the team. If not, maybe
Are we
Inter
even
would be the other
sure
chance.
Juventus is the team? I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
said
mean, they're
Milan didn't have any money, and then they bought a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Inter bought people. I mean,
that's what I understand. Hey, you know what, Frank? The deficit, Milan is going down a lot.
they're managing it well. They're managing their team well.
how they're
Yeah.
getting
So,
player. I mean,
now they save on the salary. All the money they come away from where?
Yeah, Donnarumma, Chananoglu, like they don't
Well,
spend money on these guys.
so
They
they
save. That's a
Yeah.
savings. But
Yeah.
to buy a player, you have to put them on from
yeah,
the
but what you have to
pocket.
realize is they made the Champions League, and that is a lot of money.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
getting.
they're like 50 million.
That's a lot of money.
They
It
got
helps.
them on, yeah.
listen, I just think Italy's in a bad way right now because without the Champions League, if these teams like the way they started, especially if these teams don't go forward and make more money in the other rounds, like where's
Oh, yeah.
where's the insertion of money going to be for Italy? I know they have the Paramount deal that brought them some cash, but compared to the Premier League, that's nothing.
That's well,
it's literally nothing. So you can't even compare this. To
But this Arab, this Premier League, how much money they have to put away? I don't understand.
They're on a whole different level than
Yeah.
Italy. You can't even put them in the same league. It's totally different.
And
It's-
that financial, what?
But they're bringing in more money, so they can spend more. That's how it works.
yeah, it's not even close. Like seriously.
So anyway, if Vlahovic is interested in staying in Italy, which hopefully is, I mean, there's you hear the rumblings that Juventus has been close to the agent, been talking to him for a while. Hopefully they're working their magic and maybe they can pull off some sort of deal.
They have. Do you know? You heard about Luca,
Yeah.
Luka,
That's the Serie B player.
Serie B, Pisa.
Yeah.
And this is the manager there. It's Chiellini's brother.
oh yes, I did see that. Yeah.
Now they already would won 10 million. If I was Juventus, I would take him right away before he gets 20.
I haven't seen this guy. Is he good?
Oh,
I don't
from
know.
Serie C, he plays as a B. He has a 6 or 7 goal already. He's a two. What is it? He's tall, really tall. And
But-
you know how to play with his
So
foot.
you're saying you're willing to spend $10 million on a
Yeah,
second
I would
division
take
player?
him and Valch, both of them. Because you see, I would not take back Morata.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I
I
don't
would
think
have
that's
said
Or Keane.
I would
Or
have said
Keane.
35 million.
Or Keane.
Keane?
Because
Keane, I would have tried to sell.
He's gonna be there.
yeah, but he's another 25 million to complete the deal, right?
he's a yeah, it's a chunk.
You're
It's a chunk
talking
of
like
money.
$16 million between the two of those guys who brought them back.
I don't think Keane could be the forward.
No, he's not the answer. He's a
I
sub.
don't
He's a sub.
I'd rather
He's
get
not
rid of both
something.
of them and put it towards Vlahovic if you could.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's huge news this week. Last
Yeah.
week that he's not going to be. You feel bad for Camisa. Like he's really trying to build something over there. And
Yeah.
people like Chiesa, Vlahovic,
but-
they're just
but-
screwing him
but-
over, which sucks.
But Miso is going to build something anyway because
Of course.
I
yeah.
think he know about Saka, and you see already Valch. He say 90 million. Even he get a 67 this month.
Well, and also if you noticed, he was smart the way he dealt with it, right? Like they try to get ahead of it. They try to sign the deal with Vlahovic. At this point, he knows, okay, I've offered multiple deals. He's not signing. He's not going to lose him for zero.
No, and
He used a
and
year
he's-
and a half. He goes, you know what? Now it's over. Now I'm going to go get my money.
And
Because,
he's not the bad guy either. He's made
No.
it known. I put 1,000 different offers to this
Yeah.
guy. I've given him everything he's asked for, and he's still not signing.
He has played it right, 100% played
Yeah.
it right. And the earlier he sells him, the more he's gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I read, but that's believable. It's a question. He said, "How old?" He say, "I want to go to Juventus." And they compare him like Locatelli because you say, "I want to go."
Listen, I hope
Locatelli
that-
you say all the time.
If that could come true, I said this I think last week. If you take Juventus team as much as we've been hating on them as Juventus fans, and you added a Ravella and a Vlahovic to Chiesa and to a
Yeah,
couple of the
Locatelli.
Locatelli, you start to feel a little different than about the team. You know what I mean? You start to feel a little bit more confident that and
Listen,
Delit.
the player has a lot of pull these days. So if he
Hey, did
says
you
I
see
want to go there,
about
then it's a good chance he's going to go there.
hey?
Yeah,
Did you see about going back to the National League? Spain, he plays 17 years old.
Yeah,
He's
that
good.
17-year-old
And we had the
kid.
two 18 years old Fagioli and Ranocchia.
yeah.
Even if they say, Allegri say, I like Fagioli, say 2 years, but he never put it when he had to put. Come on.
That's a
That's a
different
bullshit.
mentality.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit.
Even Meretti, listen, I liked Ranocchia, Meretti, and then there's that Folan or they have a couple young guys that we saw in the preseason that were pretty decent. I don't think I'll be lucky if any of them
Hey,
ever see
and
Ventus.
Today,
and
I read too.
They won't see
There
that.
is one guy, the Primavera, Solberg. We bought it from Svezia or something. He's considered as like a guy.
yeah.
It's
And none of these
he put
guys
on
will
the best player on the age.
none of these guys will turn into Marquisio. That's what we
Eh,
want. We want somebody to grow up and join the
Yeah,
team.
but
Nobody does that.
Yeah,
the mistake Juventus does, they have to be a player done. Already 23,
Yeah, it's
24. They don't have a
frustrating.
courage to put an 18
they
year
don't
old there.
understand. They've lost sight of the fact that a lot of teams thought teams that really hit their peak, it's a mix of experience and younger players with more physical ability, energy. It's like Juventus wants all guys that have been in the Champions League for 7 years before they think about buying them. Like it makes no sense.
Oh, this guy from Spain, they what do they say? He play like a senior, like a 30 years old mentality. Hey, it's true. I saw him run on the field. He used to play like me, this guy.
He's very
Spain
good.
Spain
He
has a
sits
very good
close on the ball all the
talent.
time.
Their youth is very good. They're going to be amazing the next 10, 15 years with the amount of people that they have coming up. So anyway, that's all the rumors that we feel like talking about. There's probably more going on out there. I figure what we can look at ahead of next is the next 5 weeks of the league, and then we can do our predictions for this weekend. So we made a little graphic of the top 8 teams and what their schedules are for the next week, and we can kind of do a little prediction. Look at each of these. So if Dom's there, I don't know if he's there or not. He can throw that up on the screen. I didn't put home or away, but if you have a question about who's home or away, I have that in front of me. Again, I don't know where our producer is. He might have fallen asleep.
Looks like you made some graphics for no reason.
I made a graphic for no reason. So I'll just start reading them because I have it in front of me. Napoli, they're in first place, 21 points, right? They're 5 games this week. Torino. Then they have Rome away, Bologna, Salernitana away, and Hellas Verona. How do we feel about the next 5 games? Where are they getting their first loss? Are they getting their first loss in those first 5 games?
Roma.
I think their first loss comes to Torino.
So this week coming up is Napoli's first loss of the season. You're saying?
Yep.
You better make that prediction when we pick the games this week.
Is that home?
So they are home in that game.
I will say if they get past the next 2 games with 2 wins, the next 3 are looking pretty easy.
Right. I mean, they can get if they pass those first 2 games, they're looking at 15 points. Right. I mean, obviously anything can happen, but
yeah.
Yeah, I would say more likely Rome lost there than Torino.
I mean, I'm kind of with Frank. Maybe they don't win, get the full 6 points out of Torino Rome, but I mean, I could see a tie in those 2 or even a loss. So
I think they're more likely to take Rome seriously and maybe Torino not as much, and that could maybe play to Torino's favor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Rome away, which Rome has a very good home field advantage with their crowd. The crowds are bumping up to 75%, so there'll be more people in the stadiums.
That's good.
That should be a very good game, a very entertaining game. Probably the 2 best quality offensive attackers.
We're going to beat Roma this Saturday, and then Roma has to win to Napoli.
Listen, we'll get.
Listen to me. Roma is going to It's Rome. I go for Rome.
Is our producer really sleeping?
He might have fallen asleep. We'll get to
We have
so
a stand. Yeah.
a stand-in producer. There's a slide for the schedules for the next 5 games for each team. Let's see if she can do it. Oh, that's it. She's hired. Yes, that one. Can you make the screen bigger? Do you know how to do that? Thank you. All right. So we went through Napoli. Okay. We're all agreeing that their first 2 games out of those 5 are the toughest ones.
Yeah.
Milan in second place, 19 points. Sorry. So they have Hellas Verona home. They have Bologna away. They have Torino home, Roma away, and then Inter home.
It's tough.
That's tough back
tough.
end, right? Yeah.
It's tough. Even Bologna is not a guarantee if Mihailovic has his guys on the right day. You know, they can either lose 6-1 or they can steal a point.
Yeah, I mean, we were just saying, you know, with Napoli, they got Bologna and Verona, but you know, Verona's not a walkover either. Like they're not a walkover. On their day, they can also play pretty decently. This is a tough schedule, though, to me. The second toughest.
Who is this one on the bar?
Which one?
Atalanta.
Atalanta.
Yeah, we're going from the top.
Yes, better than everybody else.
Fiorentina has a very easy schedule. So next, then you have Milan in third place with 17 points. They have
Inter. You're talking about.
I'm sorry, Inter. What did I say?
You said Milan.
Inter in third place.
Inter is like us. The next 2 games, they would say a lot. The Inter has Lazio, Juventus. We have Roma and Inter.
Yeah, so Inter has Lazio away, Juventus home, Empoli away, Udinese home, and Milan away.
Yeah, those 3 hard games, and the other 2, if they're tired or beat up, you never know. One of them could steal a point. It's not an easy run.
Yeah, a lot of these teams are going to beat up on each other, so we might not even see any movement at all. But some quality games that we got to look forward to. Then you have Rome in fourth with 15 points. They have they have Juventus away, Napoli home, Cagliari away, Milan home, and Venezia away. Again, 3 games against teams in the top 8.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy this next 5
No, whatever team could come out of this next 5 run with like proving something, if someone could win 4, tie 1 or something.
Right. If you get 10 or 12 points, you're like scot-free. Like you're looking really, really good.
Yeah. Forget if someone managed to get 15.
15. If Napoli gets 15, it's over. Fiorentina. This is probably the easiest schedule of all of them. 5th place, 12 points. They have Venezia away, Cagliari home, Lazio away, Spezia home, and then Juventus away.
I mean, it's easier, but it's not easy.
It's also the team that's most likely to drop points on a bad team, right? Like up until they can prove they don't, like Fiorentina. So, I mean, I think it's easiest, but would you be surprised if they dropped the point to Venezia? Or
no,
I wouldn't. I mean, you know what I mean? So they have to prove it.
I mean, the only thing I would not be surprised. I mean, if any of these teams drop 3 points to Cagliari, then they have issues, and they are pretending.
Cagliari's going to win a game. They're going to win 3-4 games. They got to beat somebody.
Not to these teams. They're very bad, and they're coached terribly. So I don't. That's for me. If they're on your schedule, you're getting 3 points. 6th place, you have Lazio. They have Inter home, Hellas Verona away, Fiorentina home, Atalanta away, and Salernitana home.
Yeah, they're losing 3 of those games.
I mean, they are on a bad run, so they could dip quite a bit with the way they're playing. With Mobley still hurt, right?
Yeah.
It's not the easiest schedule there. So I personally think that they're going to dip a little bit.
Get to the next team. They're winning. They're getting 1 point in the next game.
To me, Juventus. So they're next. They're in what, 6th place right now? 7th place. 7th place. I think they have the hardest schedule. They have Rome away, Inter away, Sassuolo home, Verona away, and Fiorentina home.
Oh, Roma away. It's a Roma home.
I'm sorry, Rome home. Sorry. Yes. No. Yeah. Sorry, Rome home. So anyway, even still, Rome home, Inter away.
Listen, Sassuolo's not that easy either.
Sassuolo's not not an easy game. And
Juventus has four tough games, and Verona on a good day could be hard.
I mean, Fiorentina has given Juventus trouble the last couple of seasons. They don't get 6 points versus them throughout the year.
No, none of these are gimme games at all. Juventus could literally come out of here with 1 point, or they could come out with 12.
And what about if they come out with 15?
If they come out with 15 after these 5, then yeah.
Oh yeah, they're back in it. Then they're back in it. Yeah, but I don't think they will. That's a big ask of any of these teams.
You never know.
Yeah. Listen, a better chance. Juventus getting 15 points or Juventus getting 6 points, you got a higher percentage of Juventus getting 6 points than them getting.
Do you think there's a better chance of Juventus getting 15 or getting 1?
No, I think they can get 9 points.
They can. I'm saying
that's not even good, by the way. That's not even good. 9 out of 15. That's not even good.
It's not terrible looking at those teams, but how far they are behind Napoli.
That's the thing.
But yeah, if you're getting 9 points, you're going to be further back than Napoli even now. They're going to get even more back than them. So to me, like I said, it's more realistic they get 6 points than what he said, 15 points.
Yeah. So no chance to get 1.
1 now. Come on, they'll get
a tie versus Verona.
They're not losing all those games.
We'll see.
Yeah. And then you have Atalanta round out the final the 8th place. They have Empoli home, Udinese home, Samp away, Lazio home, and then Cagliari away. Not a hard schedule.
Atalanta's got probably the best run of it, right? Sampdoria and Lazio is probably the hardest games.
You're going to see them pick up some points here, I think.
Yeah, which is be perfect. Healthy. Yeah, it should be good timing for them because they've been struggling. Yeah. And, if they could kind of start coming in their own a little bit.
Who is this guy? This is down here.
I can't see what you're pointing to. Which one?
Atalanta.
Empoli, Udinese, Samp, Lazio, Cagliari.
Right? Udinese, right?
Yeah.
If I'm Atalanta, I need to come out of this run a game with 15 points.
Yeah, 15 points. Get out.
Yeah, five in a row. 5 in a row and jump to the top 4.
Verde from Spezia will go in Juve. I don't know. I haven't heard that rumor. That's a comment in the chat. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if you guys have either.
No.
Verde going to Juve?
I guess. I don't know.
Have you heard anything about Verde from Spezia going to Juve?
Who's talk to?
You. I'm talking to you.
Well, I heard the what?
Have you heard of any rumors of Verde from Spezia going to Juventus?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. All right, so let's go to anyway. So that's that.
Yeah, what do you want Verde for?
I don't want him. That was a comment in the chat. I don't know what to tell you.
Irish, for what? Where did you get this word?
Do you know can you put where the rumor came from, Irishman? Thank you.
We're bad. We don't want to get a word.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't fit with Juventus what they want. Anyway, let's go to our. Do you have any guys have anything else to say about these next 5 weeks?
Let's go. Let's go to our predictions and make it a wrap.
Yeah, we'll go to our predictions for round 8. Yes. So for those of you who are new, first of all, like, subscribe, follow, so you can listen every Monday. Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We also we do predictions each week, so we each pick a game and then we give our predictions for the game. For each game. So who wants to go first?
What do you mean? Where did you complain?
Verde is a complete
player.
Verde's not terrible, but he's not anywhere near where.
Listen, I know Juventus has fallen a lot, but I don't think he's saving this at all.
I mean, we talk about to give away. What's his name? Kuloweski, you put a word.
All right, who wants to pick first?
Lots Inter.
Lazio's home, Inter away. What do you got?
I don't see Inter losing this. 3-1. Lazio's not playing good.
2-2.
2-2. Wow, he's giving Lazio a point. All right. I'm going to say 2-1 Inter. I have no faith in Lazio right now. They need to fix fix what they got going on over here.
Is Correa hurt or is he playing?
I mean, they played better with Dzeko and Lautaro anyway, so I don't know. I don't know his status.
I'm going to say 2-2 as well.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm going to say 2-2.
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2? Okay.
All right, so we have a prediction. He said write it down. He's saying Verde is the next Insigne. So, producer, put that down. And
Don't bet on that, Irishman.
Hey,
it's got to be better than our weekly bets. I think I've gotten 1 out of 37 games right.
That's true.
All right, somebody else pick a game. Don't all jump out at once. I'll pick a game. Juventus versus Rome. Juventus is home. I am going to select a 2-2 draw here.
3-1. 3-1.
All right. Jeez.
3-1.
All right. Convincing win for what Juventus you're saying?
Yeah, 3-1.
All right. What about you, Chris?
2-1 Rome.
2-1 Rome. So we all picked different results.
2-1 Juventus.
Wow, the faith is back in Juventus for Frank.
I've been picking against them the whole time, so
they are coming off 3 wins in a row, right?
Yeah,
they're currently at 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, they played awesome too.
Yeah. All right, I picked a game. Chris, you picked a game. Somebody else pick a game.
I pick Napoli Torino.
Napoli, that's a good game. What do you say?
Me?
Yeah, you picked a game.
Napoli Torino 0-1.
Torino with a 1-0 upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
Man, all right. I'm gonna say 2-1 Napoli.
Oh, I missed Carrera. There's a Massimo Carrera mention in the chat. Now I'm loving the people in the chat. That's old school. That's old school. I agree with that.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Napoli.
All right, so now you have to pick a game. Pick a game.
Who, me?
No.
I don't know who didn't pick a game. You.
I don't think I did. What games are left?
You get a Milan Verona.
No. Pick whatever.
I don't like any of these. They're all kind of Let's do
the Dead Air is good podcast.
Empoli Atalanta.
Empoli, I guess you're going for score here. You're going to try to predict the right score and get an extra point.
Atalanta.
4-1 Atalanta.
2-2.
What? Shut up.
Yeah, don't laugh. I'm saying 2-2 too. I think it's a draw. Empoli's not as bad as you guys think.
Empoli only beats Juventus. That's it.
2-2.
I mean, they're not terrible, but
they're not terrible. But Atalanta, I said Atalanta's got to come out with 15 points. If they don't, they got to win this. They got to win this game.
3-1 Atalanta.
All right, so that's our predictions. Just a reminder, I am in first place with our predictions. I have, I'm pulling away, guys. You really got to step it up.
I just want to say, out of all the comments we've had on all the episodes, Irishman21 gets the shout out for bringing up Massimo Carrera in a comment. That is awesome. I mean, what year? That's great. What year was he last on the team? It had to be the 90s, right?
I mean,
that's awesome.
I was a little kid back then, so
thank you for bringing that. I appreciate it. That's all I'm saying.
Vag Attack 7 says, do you also comment on the Greek League? We do not. I know nothing about the Greek League. It's like a full-time job just watching the Italian league.
We only try to mess up one league.
Yeah, we don't want to
per continent. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's the name though. Good job.
Vag Attack. Yeah. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's solid.
No, we don't need the table. We're going to just call it there. Hopefully, we got some good games in this weekend. We'll have a lot to talk about Monday. If you guys aren't following, please follow. Thanks for commenting in the chat. We will see you guys next week. Follow Apple, Google, all your different podcast stuff. We're everywhere. Even though you don't want us, we're there.
Right? We're there, whether you want us or not. In stereo.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Adios, people.
Good night.
I don't know if our producer knows how to make us not go live anymore.